What's up? What's up? What's up? Alrighty, first live here on YouTube. Haven't gone live in a while. Anywhere, TikTok, whatnot. But here, my first one. Um, so I guess today on the first, whether people come in or not, it's my first one, so I don't expect a lot of people to come in. But as my first one, I'm going to talk about vendoring. My first time vendoring. What is to come for the next vendor show, which is February 27th to March 1st, which will be the first show of the new year, 2026, for the Las Vegas Card Show. What is the future plans for us here at Card Lounge? And just asking questions if people come in or answering self asked questions. Like questions I normally get asked, and then I'll answer it for you guys. And of course, if you guys like what you see, follow, like, subscribe, and follow for future content. Also follow on Instagram and TikTok at card_lounge. It's all across the social media board. Okay, so for all of you, first of all, I just want to say going live is a little better. That way I can actually do a full video instead of going on my computer app or on my computer, not computer, my video app on my phone and videoing. I can just do it right here, right now. So Card Lounge, we have been here since 2023 of May. I started doing this because why not? I've collected since I was in high school back in 2001. I did Pokemon in 1999 when I was in sixth grade. And then in 2002, ending of 2001, 2002, transitioning to a sophomore, I did Yu-Gi-Oh! Love playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Still play Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duels on my phone. Uh, Trying to currently complete a desktop deck. Those are really hard to find. But anyway, so my very first Yu-Gi-Oh deck was um, Machinas. I love Machinas. Love machines. For some reason, I always loved machines. Then played Magic the Gathering in 2002 to I graduated in 2005. Played with a counter deck. I tried Paladins, Plains. I've tried Mountains. Kavus were okay as long as I knew the multicolor way. Uh, but of course, I was always like a one brain kind of guy, so just play with one solid color. So counter deck was the one for me, and I played with it till 2007, where I stopped playing Magic altogether. But Yu-Gi-Oh has been with me since high school, carried on, and I stopped collecting Pokemon for a long, long time. But I did play the games for Game Boy. Kind of stopped around X and Y era. Came back in 2000 and 2018, 2019. Bought X and Y for Game Boy Advance. Then played Sapphire, Ruby, and then I've been playing ever since then. I'm currently caught up to all the video games for Pokemon, and currently waiting to get Z and A. So that is kind of like where I was at. And then around 2002, I was kind of bored with life. In my brain, I was figuring had to be something better. So, in the transitioning of that year of 2002, 2003, I was watching a lot of collector YouTube videos, collecting, and then I was like, oh, I can get back into it. So we went to 888 Collectibles. Shout out to you guys. And also, We Play Games in Vegas. Shout out to you guys as well. Awesome two places to check out. If you guys haven't checked those places out in Vegas, go down and check it out. What's up, Fall Royals Elite? Welcome in. How you doing? So I bought a couple booster boxes from each places. I bought a booster box of Brilliant Stars from 888 Collectibles. I bought 5 booster boxes, if I can remember. Battle Styles, Lost Origins, Silver Tempest, and Fusion Strike from We Play Games. Also bought my first TTBs from there. Can't remember what those are. And then I did buy my first UPC from 888 Collectibles, the Charizard UPC. Still have it, still unopened, somewhere in my office. Uh, I had no idea what I was gonna do. At first, I thought I was gonna. Oh, I also bought two from Walmart, two premium boxes, a Shaman premium box and a Palkia. And again, I didn't know what I was gonna do with them. I just wanted to collect Pokemon. I want to get back into it. And like I said, I did watch a lot of content creators on YouTube. So I figured, okay, let me re up my YouTube. I did cryptocurrency back then when I first started YouTube, kind of fell off. Uh, so I re upped it and I kind of put it around Pokemon. Again, didn't know where it was going. Finally thought there has to be like another way to have more fun with Pokemon. And then sure enough, one of my friends said, why don't you join Whatnot? It's a selling app. You can sell your Pokemon cards, you can rip packs on there. And again, I was completely new to it, didn't know what it was about. Did my research, watched some videos, and I said, yeah, sure, that sounds like fun. Got into Whatnot, been on Whatnot for about a year and a half now. Went from Pokemon, then I met a friend. His name is Hawaii Ripa on Instagram. He does more of the CCG side, which is the card collecting game, which is more like Chinese card arts. Didn't know what those were. So new to the card game. King Bucket Squad, yo yo, what's up? Welcome in. Doing a little introduction story about who am I and what we do. Doing good. Another beautiful Thursday here in Las Vegas. So I started doing CCGs, which is boxes like these. Marissa, what's going on? Welcome in. So One Piece got into Dragon Ball for CCGs. Then after that, got bigger with Dragon Ball. Got partnered up with Mana. Started ripping more One Piece, and then eventually just started doing TCG One Piece now. So now, currently, as of last year June, or actually not yet, last this year June, sorry, I started doing a vendoring. Started becoming a vendor for the Las Vegas Card Show here in Las Vegas, obviously. And I've been vendoring since then. It's actually been quite a venture. We are, and I'm glad to say this, and I'm not boosting myself just from what people tell me. Everybody does Pokemon in sports. Everybody knows that. When you're any show you go to, you'll see sports, Pokemon, a little bit of One Piece. But here in Vegas, I am the only one that does One Piece singles. Anyway, everybody does slabs. Everybody does PSA, but I do singles. I feel it's easier to move. I feel it's more easier on people's wallets. Slabs are cool. I like slabs. I personally am a slab hunter. I love graded products, whether it's sports, Jujutsu Kaisen. I like anime cards. They're just awesome. Dragon Ball, One Piece. Tag is something I'm trying to currently get into. Marvel, love Marvel. So that's kind of stuff that I like to collect. That's currently things I like to sell at card shows. Again, I do singles, but I do love slabs. Don't ever think I don't like slabs. So if you guys ever see me in Las Vegas for the Las Vegas Card Show, by all means, come on down. I'm known to be either the anime guy or the vintage Dragon Ball guy. If you need pricing on your vintage Dragon Ball, I am your guy. I built myself up to that. I know what I know. But other than that, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Be happy to answer those. Whether you are becoming a vendor, if you're thinking of becoming a vendor, or anything in general, by all means, please ask. I'll be happy to answer those. It's my first live here on YouTube. I haven't gone live in a while. Normally, I go live on Instagram and TikTok, but figured why not try it on YouTube, see how everybody does. If you have any questions about CCG products, let me know. I have a few. So for One Piece, we have CCG cards like this. Case hit Yamato. We got a case hit Nami. The only problem is with CCG cards, big case hit from one of the One Piece sets that I've ripped. Boa Hancock, gold, diamond, plated, serial number out of 166. The only problem with CCGs is it's a good and a bad thing. Um, so the good news is when the CCG set comes out, like One Piece, they'll print it and then they'll run it for 3 months, and after 3 months, they will stop printing and they'll move on to the next set. So once you have it, you have it, and once you rip it, it's all gone. Then all you can do is find singles. That's kind of the good and the bad. But for collectors, if you're trying to remember what set, like this for instance, it's going to be hard to remember what set you ripped it from, because by the time you get to your next set, you're already just your mind's on different cards already. You got Demon Slayer, Shinobu Diamond card, Gundam. If you guys like Gundam, you got cards like these, which is awesome. This Nintendo Switch one. Reiju, Vince Smoke Reiju, out of 399. So yeah, got stuff like that. Sailor Moon. I collect random stuff, but normally I collect Dragon Ball. I'm beginning to start collecting One Piece. Demon Slayer is always like the secondary. I've watched Demon Slayer. My son got me into Demon Slayer. Another big case hit from the Gundam CCG boxes out of 222. Another Demon Slayer. This one's actually pretty cool. This one actually is a magnet in the back. You can put on your refrigerator. You got cool stuff, cool hollow cards like this, a hollow heart. So yeah, we got stuff like that. I sell stuff like this. But again, we do a lot of TCG stuff. We do a lot of Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball, like I said. It's like some old school vintage Prism Goten from 1998. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, 1998. Some vintage cards. Anything Dragon Ball. Anything that looks cool. I'm in it. I do buy. So if you guys have cards you guys want to move, just let me know. You can always message me on Instagram and TikTok. Most likely Instagram. That's where all my business is conducted. Where all my main content is for shows or just what I picked up from the show or cards like this. We also do we rip packs. Packs we mainly rip could be One Piece, could be Dragon Ball. I do boxes of CCG One Piece. So tomorrow I'll be making a video ripping OP10, ripping 5 packs of these on Friday, seeing what we get. What are we hunting for? I'm not really much of a case hunter or not really hunting for anything. I just like to rip just to have fun. If I get a manga, I get a manga. If I get an SP from the new set, I get an SP. It's not like, oh, I'm really hunting hard for something really cool. It's if I get for Dragon Ball, if I get an SCR, awesome. If I get a God Rare, of course, I'm gonna be excited. But it's not like I'm hunting really hard for these. I'm just ripping packs to have fun. Also, with my 6-year-old, I do like to rip packs with him. He does a lot of, which is weird. He likes Pokemon, but he likes to rip baseball. I don't know. So that's how it goes for me. Again, I'm not ripping heavy for mangas, for One Piece or SPs or Dragon Ball, God Rares. I'm just ripping to have fun. If I get hits, then it goes in a case to be sold for the next vending show. But I also do post, like I said, on Instagram, on my story, pretty much all the cards that I have in inventory. So in case you want to buy before the show, then you guys are more than welcome to pick up. I always ship off either if I post in the morning, and if you guys order within that morning, then I ship off. That either I ship off before 4 of closing hours, or I ship the next day. But it's always shipped very early, but it's never, it's always a day, always the next business day. So, other than that, if you guys want to see anything, what I have in stock, TCG, CCG wise, let me know. We got Disney, basic Disney. We have CCG cards for One Piece, Dragon Ball, slabs, singles. We got booster boxes if you want $20 booster boxes for CCG wise. The only TCG box I have is we have Mirrorverse, Disney Mirrorverse, 40 a box. I think there's about 12 packs in there per box. And again, shipping is always tomorrow. Or if you order today, right now, I'll ship it off before 4 today. But yeah, so that is me in a nutshell. Again, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Um, I think the next live for YouTube will probably be, I want to say Friday. I don't have a set schedule for work. I'm just thinking off the top of my head when my next days off is. Most likely Friday will be my next live for YouTube. So again, if you guys have any questions after this, you guys can ask me then, or you guys can always DM me. I always repeat the questions on my next live, so I'll probably repeat it on Friday when I go live here on YouTube. Other than that, we will see you guys on the next one. I don't have any other announcements. Again, next Las Vegas card show, February 27th to March 1st at the Ahern Luxury Hotel in Las Vegas. We aren't doing anything crazy until then. We'll probably go to the Front Row Card Show November 8th and the 9th at the Rio Hotel in Las Vegas next month after Halloween, or like the week after Halloween. Um, but yeah, nothing too crazy after that. If you guys want to, if you guys have anything in mind that you guys see on my story, feel free to ask questions. Let me know. Again, we ship the next business day. If you have any questions before I end the vet live, let me know. If you guys have anything that you guys want to move, One Piece, Dragon Ball, any anime cards, feel free to message me. I buy from 75%, depending on what it is, 80% trade. I take in single, slab, sealed. What I'm looking for mainly for One Piece is alt arts and alt arts and SECs. For Dragon Ball, looking for secret rares and SPRs, special rares. Anything else is just anything else, just whatever I like, whatever I feel like I can move. But can't promise you I'll take everything, and everything might be like one card, could be 5 cards. But we are buying for, again, the next card show in February. But other than that, I hope everybody has a beautiful Thursday. I appreciate you guys coming in from my first live. Again, my next one will be Friday next week. And I'll see you guys on the next one.